Today I'm going to show you guys how to harvest peppers. As you can see, I was kind of busy this year and didn't have time to trellis my peppers up very good. So when I'm harvesting peppers, I like to use this belly bucket from Johnny's, and then I just use these ARS pruners to cut them. Now sometimes if it's like jalapenos, those come off pretty easy and it's quicker just to, you just kind of lift them up and they pop off, so sometimes it's easier just to do those without cutting them. But for the bigger peppers, it's pretty necessary to cut the stems just so you're not breaking the branches and just destroying everything. And you also, I've tried and used a knife before, and I mean it works fine, but sometimes if you slip, I've cut into the pepper before, and then it's just a lot easier to use pruners just to snip them off real quick. So these are banana peppers, and for these sometimes they'll come off like this, but then you'll have leaves and stuff with them. So with these I like to use pruners and just snip them off just like that. And with peppers, you do not want to have like this, you do not want to leave any rotten peppers on the plant, because what I've noticed, if one goes rotten, it just like infects the whole crop, and then you'll have a bunch of rotten ones for some reason. I don't know if that's true, but that's just what I've observed. We have a broken branch here because I didn't trellis properly. So for your regular bell peppers, just carefully snip them off. I like to harvest mine when they're not fully, they're supposed to be that color, but mine have a little bit of green on them still. The reason why I do that is because they still taste fine. They kind of look cool with a little bit of green on them, and you don't risk them going bad, because if you leave them on until they're this color, then you got to harvest them like that day or else they'll go rotten. So that's how I like to harvest mine. So for jalapenos, sometimes you can just pick them off like this, but then you still have this long stem on here. It's not really a problem, but I kind of like to keep them nice and short. But if you have a lot to do, it's pretty easy just to go through, and they come off pretty easy. And that's also how you know if they're ripe or not, because like this little one here, you pull it up and it doesn't come off because it's small and not ripe. But then these bigger ones, you just kind of lift up on them and they pop off. So to store peppers, I just put them in a nice sealed bin like this. It doesn't really have to be sealed, or I guess it's not really sealed, but just enclosed like this. I have just stored them in crates before, but they don't stay good as long. So I like, when I have one of these available, I like to put them in this, and then I just put them in the cooler, and you're good to go. Leave a comment what you want me to talk about in the next video, and stay tuned for more tips like this.